Are you unknowingly doing things after 70 that could steal years from your life? In the next 15 minutes, you'll discover 12 specific things that seniors over 70 should immediately stop doing, eating, and visiting. Each one backed by major medical institutions like Johns Hopkins, the Mayo Clinic, and Harvard Medical School. These aren't complicated changes requiring expensive treatments or difficult routines. These are simple adjustments you can make today that protect your independence, your health, and your precious time with loved ones. And here's something that will shock you. One of these places you probably visit every week is silently increasing your risk of a fatal fall by over 300%, and most seniors have no idea. Janet, a vibrant 72-year-old from Phoenix, thought she was living a healthy lifestyle. Daily walks, home-cooked meals, regular social activities. But a simple habit at the grocery store and one breakfast food she ate every morning led to a frightening hospital stay that changed everything. Her doctor looked her in the eye and said something she'll never forget. "Janet, after 70, your body doesn't forgive these mistakes anymore." Action 1. Never ignore sudden changes in your walking pattern. Have you noticed yourself shuffling your feet more lately, or maybe taking smaller steps than you used to? William, a 74-year-old retired teacher from Ohio, thought his slight shuffle was just normal aging. Within 6 months, that small change progressed to severe balance problems that landed him in a wheelchair. What William didn't know, and what most seniors don't realize, is that changes in how you walk are often the first warning sign of serious neurological problems, muscle deterioration, or circulation issues that need immediate attention. According to researchers at the Mayo Clinic, gait changes after 70 are one of the strongest predictors of falls, cognitive decline, and loss of independence within the following year. Your walking pattern reveals critical information about your brain health, muscle strength, joint condition, and balance systems. When these change, your body is sending you an urgent message that something needs attention. The problem is that most seniors dismiss these changes as inevitable aging, but the Mayo Clinic's research shows that early intervention can prevent or reverse many of these issues before they become life-altering. Every week, you ignore a change in your walking is a week closer to a serious fall or permanent mobility loss. Think about how you walked 5 years ago compared to now. If there's any noticeable difference in your stride length, foot clearance, or balance confidence, that difference matters greatly. Here's what you need to do starting this week. Once every 7 days, walk normally down your hallway or across a room and pay close attention to how your feet move. Are you lifting them fully off the ground? Are your steps even and confident? Are you using furniture or walls for support when you didn't before? If you notice any shuffling, uneven steps, or new balance concerns, contact your doctor that same day. Carol from Boston noticed she was holding the stair railing with both hands instead of one. She mentioned it to her doctor immediately, and they discovered a vitamin deficiency that was affecting her nerve function. Simple supplementation restored her confident walking within 6 weeks. Don't wait until you fall to take action. Check your walking pattern today and act on any changes immediately. Action 2. Never skip breakfast or go more than 12 hours without eating. Could your overnight fasting actually be destroying your muscle mass right now? Stephen, a 76-year-old from Michigan, thought skipping breakfast and eating just lunch and dinner was helping him maintain his weight. His doctor ordered a body composition scan and showed him something terrifying. He was losing muscle at an alarming rate, despite weighing the same on the scale. According to Johns Hopkins University research on senior nutrition, going more than 12 hours without eating triggers a metabolic state in older adults that rapidly breaks down muscle tissue for energy. After 70, your body doesn't rebuild muscle easily like it did when you were younger. So every pound of muscle you lose is extremely difficult to get back. Muscle isn't just about strength, it's about survival after 70. Your muscles control your balance, protect your bones during falls, regulate your blood sugar, support your immune system, and determine whether you can live independently or need assistance with daily activities. Johns Hopkins researchers found that seniors who regularly fast for more than 12 hours show significantly faster progression toward frailty, which is the medical term for that dangerous state where you can't recover from minor illnesses or injuries. The research is clear. Extended overnight fasting accelerates the exact physical decline that steals independence from seniors. Your body interprets long periods without food as starvation and starts consuming your precious muscle tissue to keep vital organs functioning. The solution is remarkably simple, but requires immediate implementation. Never let more than 12 hours pass between your last bite at night and your first bite in the morning. If you finish dinner at 7 in the evening, eat breakfast no later than 7 in the morning. Your breakfast doesn't need to be large or complicated. A boiled egg with whole grain toast, Greek yogurt with berries, or oatmeal with nuts all provide the protein and nutrients your muscles desperately need. Diane from Seattle was shocked when her doctor explained this 12-hour rule. She had been eating dinner at 6 and breakfast at 10 the next morning, 16 hours of fasting that was destroying her muscle mass. She adjusted her schedule to eat a simple breakfast by 8 each morning, and her muscle loss stopped within weeks. Set mealtime boundaries right now and protect your muscles starting with your very next meal. Action 3. Never take hot baths or showers above 100 degrees. Why did Joyce's relaxing evening bath send her to the emergency room with a dangerous fall? Hot water feels wonderful on tired muscles, especially after 70, when aches and pains become daily companions. But according to the American Heart Association's research on seniors and heat exposure, water temperatures above 100 degrees Fahrenheit cause sudden and dramatic drops in blood pressure that can lead to falls, strokes, and heart complications. Joyce loved her evening baths at 110 degrees until the hot water caused her blood pressure to plummet, making her dizzy as she stepped out of the tub. She fell hard, broke her hip, and spent 3 months in rehabilitation. The American Heart Association warns that after 70, your blood vessels don't regulate temperature changes as effectively as they once did, making hot water significantly more dangerous than it was when you were younger. Here's what happens inside your body when you immerse yourself in very hot water. Your blood vessels dilate rapidly to release heat, which causes blood to pool in your extremities instead of circulating properly to your brain and vital organs. Your heart has to work much harder to pump blood throughout your dilated system, which stresses an aging heart. When you stand up after hot water exposure, gravity pulls that pooled blood downward, and your body can't compensate quickly enough, causing dangerous dizziness and blackouts. The temperature difference might seem small, 100 degrees versus 110 degrees, but that 10-degree difference is often the line between safety and emergency. The risk isn't worth the temporary comfort of extra hot water. Install a simple bath thermometer today, or test your water temperature with your elbow before stepping in. If it feels uncomfortably hot on your elbow, it's too hot for your whole body. Keep all baths and showers at or below 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which still feels warm and comfortable without triggering dangerous blood pressure drops. Ronald from Florida installed a temperature gauge on his shower after his doctor warned him about this risk. He discovered he had been showering at 108 degrees for years without realizing the danger. He adjusted his water heater setting and now showers safely at 98 degrees. Check your water heater setting this afternoon and make this potentially life-saving adjustment immediately. Action 4. Never stop moving for more than 2 hours straight. Did you know that sitting motionless kills more seniors than most people realize? Kenneth, a 78-year-old from Texas, loved spending his afternoons watching television and reading for 3 or 4 hours without getting up. He felt fine until a blood clot formed in his leg, traveled to his lung, and nearly killed him. Harvard Medical School research shows that seniors who remain seated for more than 2 consecutive hours face dramatically increased risks of blood clots, which can be fatal. After 70, your blood circulation naturally slows down, your blood becomes slightly thicker, and your leg muscles don't pump blood back to your heart as efficiently as they once did. Prolonged sitting creates the perfect conditions for dangerous clots to form in your deep leg veins. The research from Harvard is sobering. Blood clots form 3 times faster in seniors over 70 compared to younger adults when sitting for extended periods. These clots can break loose and travel to your lungs, causing pulmonary embolism, which kills thousands of seniors every year. Even if a clot doesn't travel, it can cause permanent damage to your leg veins, leading to chronic swelling, pain, and skin problems. The danger isn't just about clots. Prolonged sitting also weakens your muscles, stiffens your joints, raises your blood sugar, and increases your risk of cognitive decline. Every hour you sit without moving is an hour your body is slowly deteriorating instead of maintaining its strength and function. The solution requires zero fitness ability and takes almost no time. Set a timer or alarm to remind yourself to stand up and move every 2 hours maximum. When the alarm sounds, stand up, walk around your house for just 2 or 3 minutes, do some gentle stretches, or simply march in place for 60 seconds. The key is breaking up long sitting periods with any movement that gets your blood flowing and your muscles working. Brenda from Illinois keeps a kitchen timer on her coffee table. Every time she sits down to watch television or read, she sets it for 90 minutes. When it beeps, she gets up, walks to the kitchen for water, and does a few simple stretches before sitting back down. This simple habit has kept her active, mobile, and clot-free for 5 years. Stand up and move right after you finish watching this video. Make it your new automatic habit. Food 1. Never eat raw or undercooked eggs. Why is your favorite sunny-side-up breakfast now a serious danger zone after 70? Gerald loved his eggs runny, over easy with toast for dipping in the yolk every single morning. Then, severe food poisoning from salmonella bacteria landed him in the hospital for 8 days with dangerous dehydration and complications. The Centers for Disease Control reports that seniors over 70 are 4 times more likely to be hospitalized from foodborne illness compared to younger adults. And salmonella from undercooked eggs is one of the most common culprits. What seems like a minor stomach bug in a younger person can trigger life-threatening dehydration, dangerous electrolyte imbalances, and severe complications in seniors whose immune systems can't fight infections as effectively. Your immune system after 70 simply doesn't have the same defensive power it once had. The CDC's research shows that seniors have lower stomach acid production, which normally kills harmful bacteria before they reach your intestines. You also have a weakened immune response that can't neutralize bacterial toxins as quickly or effectively. This means bacteria that would cause a day or 2 of discomfort in younger people can put you in the hospital for a week or more. Even worse, the severe dehydration from vomiting and diarrhea can trigger heart problems, kidney failure, and dangerous drops in blood pressure that lead to falls and fractures. Raw or runny eggs might seem harmless, but after 70, they're playing Russian roulette with your health. The solution is simple and doesn't sacrifice flavor. Cook all eggs until both the yolk and white are completely firm. Scrambled, hard-boiled, and fully cooked omelets are all safe options that eliminate salmonella risk while still providing excellent protein and nutrients your body needs. You can still enjoy eggs every day. Just cook them thoroughly. Sharon from Oregon loved her poached eggs with soft yolks until her doctor explained this risk after she suffered from severe food poisoning. She switched to scrambled eggs with cheese and found she enjoyed them just as much without the constant worry about contamination. Change your egg cooking method starting tomorrow morning and eliminate this unnecessary risk from your daily routine. Food 2. Never eat grapefruit. If you take any daily medications, could this supposedly healthy fruit be turning your medicine into poison right now? Walter, a 73-year-old from Arizona, ate half a grapefruit every morning, thinking he was doing something wonderful for his health. His blood pressure medication, which had been working perfectly for years, suddenly caused severe side effects: extreme dizziness, dangerous drops in blood pressure, and near-fainting episodes. His doctor asked one simple question: "Walter, do you eat grapefruit?" The answer explained everything. The Food and Drug Administration has issued specific warnings about grapefruit because it contains compounds that block the enzymes your body uses to process over 85 commonly prescribed medications. When those enzymes are blocked, medication levels in your bloodstream can skyrocket to dangerous levels, causing severe side effects or even life-threatening complications. This isn't a minor interaction or a theoretical concern. It's a documented medical emergency that sends seniors to hospitals every single day. The FDA's research shows that grapefruit affects medications for blood pressure, cholesterol, heart rhythm, anxiety, insomnia, allergies, and many other conditions. The dangerous part is that the interaction can occur even if you eat grapefruit several hours before or after taking your medication, because the enzyme blocking effect lasts for up to 24 hours. You might be taking your medicine safely at bedtime and eating grapefruit at breakfast, assuming they're separated enough, but they're interacting dangerously inside your body all day long. Even grapefruit juice causes the same dangerous interaction, so switching from whole fruit to juice doesn't solve the problem. Check every single medication you take against grapefruit interactions today. Your pharmacist can provide this information in minutes, or you can call your doctor's office for a complete list. If any of your medications interact with grapefruit, eliminate grapefruit completely from your diet and switch to oranges, tangerines, or other citrus fruits that provide similar nutrition without the dangerous interactions. Rita from California discovered that 3 of her daily medications were on the dangerous interaction list. She switched to fresh oranges and gets all the vitamin C and fiber she needs without risking her medication safety. Check your medications against grapefruit today and make this critical change immediately if needed. Food. 3. Never eat high sodium. Deli meats and processed foods. Why are those convenient pre-packaged sandwich meats stealing years from your heart? Donald, a 79-year-old from Pennsylvania, made himself the same lunch every day, a turkey sandwich with deli meat from the grocery store. He couldn't understand why his ankles were constantly swollen, why he felt tired all the time, and why his blood pressure kept climbing, despite following his doctor's other advice. His doctor asked him to bring in the package from his deli turkey, looked at the nutrition label, and showed him something shocking. Just 2 slices contained over 800 milligrams of sodium, more than half the safe daily limit for seniors. The American Heart Association states that seniors over 70 should consume no more than 1,500 milligrams of sodium per day, but most pre-packaged deli meats contain between 400 and 1,000 milligrams in just 2 or 3 slices. Excess sodium after 70 doesn't just cause mild water retention. It forces your heart to work much harder, damages your blood vessels, accelerates kidney disease, increases your stroke risk dramatically, and can trigger dangerous heart failure where fluid backs up into your lungs. Your kidneys after 70 can't eliminate excess sodium as efficiently as they once could. So it builds up in your system, pulling water into your bloodstream and forcing your heart to pump a much larger volume of fluid. The American Heart Association's research shows that reducing sodium intake can lower blood pressure by significant amounts within just 2 weeks, reducing your risk of heart attack and stroke almost immediately. Every high-sodium meal is stressing your cardiovascular system unnecessarily. Read nutrition labels carefully and choose fresh-cooked chicken breast, turkey breast roasted at home, or specifically labeled low-sodium deli meats that contain less than 200 milligrams per serving. Better yet, cook a chicken breast or small turkey roast once a week and slice it yourself for sandwiches. You'll have complete control over sodium content and save money too. Evelyn from Wisconsin was shocked when she started reading labels. Her favorite ham had 900 milligrams in 2 slices. She switched to home-roasted turkey breast seasoned with herbs instead of salt, and her ankle swelling disappeared within 10 days. Read sodium labels at your very next shopping trip and eliminate these heart-damaging foods immediately. Food. 4. Never eat hard, crunchy foods without proper chewing. Is your favorite snack actually a choking risk you're completely ignoring? Lawrence, a 75-year-old from Indiana, loved his daily handful of raw almonds as an afternoon snack. One day, while watching television and eating almonds, one went down wrong. He couldn't breathe, couldn't call for help, and barely managed to perform the self-Heimlich maneuver on a chair back that saved his life. The National Safety Council's statistics are frightening. Choking is the 4th leading cause of accidental death in Americans over 70. Hard foods like nuts, raw vegetables, popcorn, hard candies, and tough meat are the most common culprits. After 70, you have reduced saliva production that makes swallowing more difficult, weakened throat muscles that don't move food as effectively, and slower reflexes that can't respond as quickly if food goes down the wrong way. The terrifying reality is that many seniors choke when they're alone, and without immediate help, choking is fatal within minutes. Even if you survive a choking incident, it can cause serious complications, including aspiration pneumonia, where food particles enter your lungs and cause severe infection. The National Safety Council emphasizes that most choking deaths in seniors are completely preventable with simple precautions. The problem isn't the food itself, it's eating hard, dry, or crunchy foods too quickly, without proper chewing, or while distracted by television or conversation. Your aging swallowing mechanism requires more attention and care than it needed when you were younger. Cut all hard foods into small, manageable pieces before eating them. Chew every bite thoroughly, at least 15 to 20 times, until food is completely soft before swallowing. Keep water nearby and take small sips between bites to keep your mouth and throat properly moistened. Never eat hard foods while lying down, reclining in a chair, or walking around. Sit upright at a table and focus on eating rather than watching television or reading. Florence from Maryland now chops her almonds into smaller pieces and eats them mindfully with water. Her daughter no longer worries about getting that terrible phone call. Modify how you eat these foods at your very next snack and protect yourself from this preventable tragedy. Place 1. Never go to crowded shopping centers during peak hours. Why does Saturday afternoon at the mall multiply your injury risk by 5 times? Russell, a 77-year-old from Georgia, went grocery shopping every Saturday at 2 in the afternoon when the store was busiest. The combination of crowded aisles, people rushing past him, wet floors near the produce section, and poor lighting led to a serious fall that fractured his wrist and left him shaken for months. Research published in the Journal of Safety Research identified crowded retail environments as one of the highest risk locations for senior falls. The perfect storm of hazards includes distracted shoppers not watching where they're going, slippery floors from spills and tracked-in water, shopping carts moving unpredictably, inadequate lighting, and overwhelming visual stimulation that affects your balance and spatial awareness. Falls in public spaces are particularly dangerous because you often land on hard surfaces like concrete or tile. The impact is usually more severe than falls at home, and the chaos around you can delay getting immediate help. The Journal of Safety Research found that seniors who shop during peak weekend hours have 5 times higher fall rates compared to those who shop during designated senior hours or quiet weekday mornings. Your balance, reaction time, and ability to navigate obstacles are all compromised after 70, and crowded environments multiply these challenges exponentially. Even if you don't fall, the stress of navigating crowds raises your blood pressure, increases your heart rate, and creates anxiety that affects your overall health. Shop during designated senior hours, which most grocery stores and retail centers offer early weekday mornings, typically between 7 and 9. These hours provide less crowded aisles, better access to staff who can help you, cleaner floors, and a calmer environment where you can shop safely at your own pace. Phyllis from Minnesota switched to 8 o'clock Wednesday morning shopping and says it transformed her entire experience. The store is quiet, peaceful, and safe. She finishes her shopping in half the time without stress or fear. Plan your next shopping trip for off-peak hours and experience the difference immediately. Place 2. Never go to buffets or self-service food stations. Why are all-you-can-eat restaurants sending seniors to hospitals every single week? Howard, an 80-year-old from Nevada, loved the Sunday buffet at his favorite restaurant. The variety, the value, and the social atmosphere made it his weekly tradition. Then severe food poisoning from contaminated food that had been sitting at unsafe temperatures for hours sent him to the hospital with dangerous dehydration and infection. The Centers for Disease Control tracks foodborne illness outbreaks and consistently finds that buffets and self-service food stations are among the highest risk locations for contamination. Food sitting in warming trays or cooling stations often falls into the danger zone between 40 and 140 degrees Fahrenheit, where bacteria multiply rapidly. Your reduced immune function after 70 means food that might cause minor discomfort in younger people can put you in the hospital. The CDC reports that seniors account for a disproportionately high percentage of hospitalizations and deaths from foodborne illness, despite representing a smaller percentage of the overall population. Buffets create multiple contamination risks. Food sitting too long at unsafe temperatures, hundreds of people touching serving utensils, customers coughing or sneezing near exposed food, and dishes being constantly refilled on top of old food rather than replaced with fresh batches. Temperature control at buffets is notoriously inconsistent, and you have no way of knowing how long any particular dish has been sitting out. Choose restaurants that prepare your meal fresh to order, rather than serving pre-made food from warmers or chafing dishes. Sit-down restaurants with made-to-order meals ensure your food is cooked properly to safe temperatures and served immediately. Constance from Ohio loved buffets until her doctor explained these risks after she suffered severe food poisoning. She now enjoys the same restaurants, but orders from the menu instead, and she's never been sick since. Cancel that buffet dinner plan and choose a safer dining option that protects your health. Place 3. Never go to high-altitude locations without medical clearance. Could your dream mountain vacation trigger a cardiac emergency? Vernon, a 74-year-old from Texas, planned a beautiful Colorado vacation without considering altitude. Within hours of arriving at his hotel at 8,000 feet, he experienced severe shortness of breath, dangerous heart palpitations, and crushing chest pressure that sent him to a local emergency room. Cleveland Clinic cardiologists warn that elevations above 5,000 feet significantly reduce oxygen availability, which forces your heart to work much harder to supply your body's needs. After 70, your heart has reduced capacity and can't handle this extra stress as effectively as younger hearts can. High altitude doesn't just affect your heart, it impacts your entire body. The reduced oxygen can trigger dangerous changes in blood pressure, increase your risk of blood clots, worsen any existing heart or lung conditions, cause severe headaches and nausea, and dramatically reduce your physical and mental function. Cleveland Clinic research shows that seniors with any history of heart disease, high blood pressure, or lung problems face serious risks at elevations that wouldn't affect healthy younger adults. The danger often appears suddenly. You feel fine when you arrive. Then within hours you're experiencing a medical crisis. Many popular vacation destinations, ski resorts and national parks sit at elevations that can be dangerous without proper preparation and medical guidance. Consult your doctor before booking any travel to locations above 5,000 feet elevation. Your doctor can assess your heart and lung function, review your medications, and determine whether altitude travel is safe for you. If cleared for travel, plan for gradual altitude adjustment, stay extremely well hydrated, and know the warning signs of altitude sickness. Lucille from Kansas wanted to visit her grandchildren in Denver, which sits at 5,280 feet. Her doctor reviewed her heart condition and advised against the trip, potentially saving her from a serious cardiac event. Check elevation before booking your next travel destination and get medical clearance for any location above 5,000 feet. Place 4. Never go anywhere without your phone and emergency contact information. Why did Mildred's simple walk around the block become a nightmare? She stepped outside for her usual 15-minute neighborhood walk, leaving her phone on the kitchen counter because she'd only be gone a few minutes. 2 blocks from home, she tripped on an uneven sidewalk, fell hard, and couldn't get up. She lay there for over 2 hours until a neighbor happened to drive by and see her. The American Geriatric Society emphasizes that emergency preparedness is critical for senior safety. Falls, sudden illness, medication reactions, or even getting disoriented can happen anywhere, anytime, and without a way to call for help. Minor situations become life-threatening emergencies. Every single minute matters during a medical emergency. The American Geriatric Society's research shows that quick access to emergency services dramatically improves outcomes for heart attacks, strokes, falls, and other urgent situations. When you're carrying your phone and emergency information, help is minutes away. Without them, you're dependent on random strangers happening to find you, which can take hours or might not happen at all. Exposure to weather, shock from injury, and delayed medical treatment can all turn survivable situations into fatal ones. Your phone is your lifeline. It connects you to emergency services, family members, and medical help instantly. Emergency contact information tells responders who to call and provides critical medical information that could save your life. Keep your phone charged and with you every single time you leave your house, even for short trips to get the mail, quick walks around the block, or driving to the corner store. Program ICE. In case of emergency, contacts into your phone so responders know who to call. Carry a small emergency card in your wallet with your name, emergency contacts, medical conditions, and any medications you take. Willis from South Carolina fell in his driveway while getting his newspaper. His phone was in his pocket, and he called for help immediately. Paramedics arrived within 8 minutes, treated his injuries, and prevented serious complications. Create your emergency card right now, charge your phone, and keep both with you always, even for the shortest trips. You've just learned 12 changes that can protect your independence and add healthy years to your life. 4 actions to stop immediately: ignoring walking changes, skipping breakfast, taking hot baths, and sitting too long. 4 foods to eliminate or modify: undercooked eggs, grapefruit with medications, high-sodium processed meats, and hard foods without proper chewing. 4 places to avoid or approach with caution: crowded shopping during peak hours, buffet restaurants, high-altitude destinations, and anywhere without your phone and emergency information. The beautiful truth is that every single one of these changes is simple and starts today. You have the power right now to make these adjustments and dramatically reduce your risks of falls, illness, emergencies, and loss of independence. If just one of these 12 tips opened your eyes to something you didn't know before, click that like button right now. Tell me in the comments which of these 12 surprised you most. Was it the grapefruit medication interaction, the 12-hour fasting danger, or something else? Share this video with every senior you care about because you could literally save someone's life by giving them this information today. And subscribe so you never miss critical health information created specifically for our senior community. These simple changes you learned today are the difference between staying independent and healthy versus struggling with preventable problems. Start making these changes right now and protect the active, independent life you've worked so hard to build.